Here we go. Fabrizio Romano confirms Tottenham's fourth signing of the summer. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Before we dive into this transfer update, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay updated with all the latest news. Fabrizio Romano has given his trademark, here we go, seal of approval to Dominic Solanke's transfer from Bournemouth to Tottenham. It was Duncan Castles and David Ornstein who broke the news yesterday that Bournemouth had agreed a record sale that would see Solanke join Tottenham. Paul O'Keefe and Gary Jacob both then revealed that Tottenham were set to pay a total package of around £60 million to sign the Bournemouth star. However, it appears the price is actually slightly higher than that. Fabrizio Romano has now given his trademark here we go to the deal, with Solanke joining Tottenham on a 6-year contract that runs until 2030. Spurs will pay a total of £65 million for the English striker, including add-ons, which was actually the exact value of the release clause in his Bournemouth contract. Solanke is now set to travel to Hotspur Way for his medical. The striker becomes Tottenham's fourth signing of the summer after Timo Werner, Archie Gray and Yang Min-hyuk. And there we have it. Tottenham finally get their new number 9. It looks like Solanke will come into Hotspur Way to compete with Richarlison rather than to replace him. Whatever your opinion on Solanke and the price tag, Postecoglou has clearly been given the player he wanted, and it's hard to argue with 19 goals last season. Tottenham should rethink their decision to end their pursuit of outstanding Crystal Palace stare, according to Alan Hutton. The England international's good form last season is believed to have caught the eye of Ange Postecoglou's side, and the 25-year-old is understood to have a release clause worth £60 million in his contract. However, reports have suggested Spurs are turning their attention to other targets after talks with Palace stalled, with the two clubs unable to reach an agreement over a payment structure. Although the Lilywhites already have several attacking options in their squad ahead of the new season, Hutton believes signing Eberechi Eze would see Tottenham break back into the Champions League this term. I think he's outstanding, Hutton exclusively told Tottenham News. There will be a lot of people monitoring his situation at this moment in time because Jean-Philippe Mateta, Michael Olise and Eze were on fire, especially towards the end of last season. He's a fullback's nightmare, to be totally honest with you, because he can go outside and inside, he can score goals, he's very creative. You'd probably think that Tottenham maybe need other options. They've got James Maddison in that number 10 role, Son Heung-min, who plays all the time, and Timo Werner. Is he the answer? I'm not sure. Richarlison, I'm not so sure. Dejan Kulusevski, he's a decent player, but to have someone like Eze in the building, yes, it would cost big money, but he definitely makes the team better. He gives you that opportunity to get back into the top 4. As Hutton suggests, Eze is a fullback's nightmare, and he would add a much-needed bit of attacking flair to Spurs' midfield alongside the likes of Maddison and Son. Yes, a deal would be expensive for the Lilywhites, but they are going to have to spend money to close the gap to the top 4, especially as the likes of Aston Villa and Manchester United continue to strengthen around them. The priority this summer appears to be securing a new number 9, and while that is understandable, one major addition alone may not be enough to qualify for the Champions League in the long run. It will be interesting to see if Spurs have genuinely ended their pursuit of Eze, or if they're trying to tempt Palace into lowering their asking price by threatening to turn to other targets. Spurs in danger of being dragged into a battle to keep star player. According to Give Me Sport, Tottenham face the threat of losing Christian Romero next summer as Real Madrid plot a move for the centre-back in 2025. The report backs up what we have heard from various sources over recent days, revealing that Madrid failed with a move for Romero earlier this summer. Los Blancos were allegedly put off by the Premier League club's £150 million valuation of their vice-captain, but the La Liga giants have not yet completely given up on their pursuit of the defender. It is explained that Madrid are seeking fresh competition for the likes of Antonio Rudiger and are thus plotting a move for Romero next summer. Spurs could thus be in serious danger of being dragged into a battle to hold on to the 26-year-old, whose reputation has blossomed ever further after he helped Argentina retain their Copa America title this summer. The publication adds that Tottenham are well protected at the moment, since the former Juventus man has 3 years left on his contract. However, they could end up facing an uphill battle if the player's head is turned by an approach from Carlo Ancelotti's men. There is no doubt that Tottenham have to show signs of competing for major honours this season if they wish to tie down Romero and other key players to new contracts. Premier League clubs eyeing move for Tottenham attacker with 22 goals and 9 assists. Spurs open to selling him. Tottenham are considering selling winger Manor Solomon this summer, with interest from 3 Premier League clubs. According to TBR Football, Brighton, Leicester and Wolves have all expressed interest in signing Solomon. While Tottenham are open to selling the 24-year-old on a permanent deal, the report suggests that an initial loan with an option to buy next summer is the most likely outcome. The interest in Solomon is not limited to the Premier League. Clubs from Spain and Germany are also monitoring the situation, potentially setting up a competitive market for the winger. Solomon joined Tottenham on a free transfer from Shakhtar Donetsk, but has struggled to make an impact at the North London club due to injuries. A meniscus injury in his right knee kept him sidelined for much of the season, limiting him to just 198 minutes across 5 Premier League appearances, during which he managed to provide 2 assists. Despite these setbacks, Solomon's previous performances for Shakhtar, where he scored 22 goals and provided 9 assists in 106 appearances, make him an attractive target for mid-table Premier League clubs looking to bolster their attacking options. Tottenham's openness to a sale stems from the potential financial benefit. Since Solomon was signed on a free transfer, any sale would result in a pure profit for the club, which could be a motivating factor in their willingness to negotiate. Leicester given green light to complete the signing of Tottenham midfielder. The Foxes were off to a disappointing start to the summer after winning the Championship title at the end of last season, as manager Enzo Maresca left the club to take over the Chelsea job, and soon key player Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall followed the manager to Stamford Bridge. Now they are looking to find a replacement for the midfielder, and according to The Telegraph, they have identified Tottenham midfielder Oliver Skipp as their target. The Tottenham midfielder is also being chased by Southampton and Ipswich, which will make it difficult for the Foxes to sign the player. The midfielder is looking for a move away from Tottenham as he is keen to play more, and playing time at Spurs has been limited for him. He is interested in starting a new chapter in his career, and the Foxes are waiting in line to make a move for him. They see him as the player who could fill the void left by the departure of Dewsbury-Hall. Leicester need a midfield addition this summer, and Harry Winks, who played with Skipp at Tottenham, can play a role in convincing the player to join the club. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with all things Tottenham, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications on our latest content. Don't forget to like this video and share it with fellow Spurs supporters. Let's grow our Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs.